Everyone, welcome to Developmental Psychology. My name is Armita Gobadi, and I'm your professor for this semester. You can see my background. I'm in Hawaii. Just joking, this is a virtual background. But a little about me. My name is Armita. You can call me Ari, Armita, or Professor Gobadi, whatever you prefer. But my gender pronouns is she, her, hers. You cannot call me he. I'm Persian, I'm Iranian. I came from Iran in 2019. Iran is here actually. It is like in Middle East, but it is in Asia. I love teaching. I actually started teaching from 2020. It was during pandemic. I mean, I didn't have anything to do, so I thought maybe I would be a good professor. I'm just joking. But yeah, it's been 4 years that I'm teaching. I predominantly teaching developmental psych and advanced research and design. They are my babies. But last year, they actually took developmental psychology from me and they gave it to someone else, which actually made me very upset. I was teaching health psychology last year because like I do have, I mean, my background is in clinical psychology as well. But I fought for this course and I took this course back. So I'm just very happy to just have you all, and I'm just very happy to do developmental psychology again. So whatever you have a goal, like whatever goal you have, just fight for that. And yeah, this is about me. I'm always fighting for what I want. More about me, my background is in clinical psych from University of Tehran. It is the best university in Iran. Now I'm doing my PhD in developmental psychology. My minor is in cognitive science, and I do have an affiliated master with MIT University as well, in which I'm doing computer science and applied data science. The area that I'm working is mostly about brain plasticity, cognitive and linguistic development in different population. Like I love how different culture actually, they're gonna think differently and they're gonna use their brain in a different way. It is fun to just do different experiment on them. And I like human computer interaction. I feel like if you want to really know like AI, if you want to actually develop a program, you have to know human behavior first of all. So that is why we as psychology students, as psychology people, we are just very important. We have to know people. This way we can help computer science to just develop different program to have a better Alexa, better Siri, and yeah. I can talk about that more, but it's not very much developmental psychology. But if you have any questions about human-computer interaction, you can definitely reach out and ask me. More about me. Well, if you would just check my YouTube channel, you can just see my previous lectures. I would always say that I love running. I go running every day. I do yoga. But nowadays, I feel like I'm just picking up different hobbies. I go to the gym like every day, 5 times per week. But since I'm building my muscles, I don't know if it is, yeah. So now I'm not running a lot because like I'm losing my muscles, so I need to keep them. Now I'm just playing chess pretty often. I would say it's fun. Well, it's just very challenging for me, so I don't have any background. And I'm enjoying that. I do karaoke all the time. I used to do like more I mean, I wouldn't say better songs because like nowadays I like hip hop a lot. Because I use I mean during the last year I was teaching online and I was living in California. So well, West Coast actually, I mean, growing me. So I'm just listening a lot of Tupac Shakur. I don't know why. I mean, I'm a psychology student, I'm a professor, I shouldn't, but I mean I'm listening a lot. But I always like Travis Scott, I like Kanye. Um, I mean, a lot of people. So, but I do have other taste in music like R&B, pop, indie. I'm gonna ask you the same question. So you're gonna put down your own music choices for me. So I'm gonna go and check them. And if you are talented, or if you are, I mean, I know all of you guys are talented, but if you do have any musical talent, or if you are a singer too, just write it down for me. I'm going to check your Spotify or anything that you have. So about my personality, I used to be very much introvert. I could just hang out with everyone and I would be the one in the room, like everyone gonna be attracted to. Seriously, I don't know why, but I just began to be very, I said introvert, I meant extrovert, sorry. But I began to be a very much introvert nowadays. I just prefer just be at home, watch sorry, it was my dog. Yeah, watch different shows and just hang out with myself, making a lot of like different type of potatoes. I would say I'm not a good chef, but potatoes, they're gonna be my expertise. I'm very good at them. So I would just make different types of potatoes and I would just watch my favorite show, which gonna be the recent one is House of the Dragons. But the main one is Game of Thrones. I can watch Game of Thrones every day, every second. And I'm very geek. Like I know every specific character from the book. I can argue and discuss everything from Game of Thrones, and I'm open to that as well. I am actually supporting different causes. Number one is gender equality as a woman of color, who is also a professor here. I need to fight for different stuff here and there. It's not all about GSU or Georgia Tech. It is all about society. Like every day as a woman, I have to go and, I wouldn't say like that kind of fight, but I need to try so hard. I need to struggle every day to get what I want or to pursue my goals. And so being a woman of color make it very hard as well. I'm also a big supporter of LGBTQ community as well. I know that everything gonna be 10 times, if not 100 times harder for them. So it's very good if all of us would support specific community that we are rooting for. I'm also a big supporter of diversity as well. I do believe that students from different age, different races, different gender and religion beliefs, they have to be treated in the same manner. So if you are older than average, I mean, there is no average nowadays, but if you're older than a typical student, or if you do have like, I don't know, if you're following a specific religion, and you don't feel comfortable about that, or you are struggling with that, I'm just open to just talk to you. Or if you feel like you want to talk to a psychology person, I'm down for that, because I'm all about hearing different opinions and I do respect that. So yeah, they are the causes that I'm supporting. So now I need to know more about you. I need your name, your preferred gender pronouns, so this way I wouldn't call you, in a wrong way. I really want to know about your hobbies, activities that you're gonna do in your free time for two reasons. First of all, I can adjust my syllabus based on your needs. And second of all, I can actually see what is out there, so I can just pick a hobby for myself. The causes that you support, I really want to know more about this. If you are not supporting anything, I would suggest you just go for that. Because at the end of the day, we all gonna get some sort of job, we're gonna make money, we're gonna have family, but we have to do our part for society as well. The last question that I'm gonna ask you is, what do you expect to achieve from this course? I mean, well, you're gonna get your grade if you work so hard. I'm going to talk about the grading breakdown. So if you would do the work, you're not going to fail in this course. This is the way I'm running the course. So if you are putting down your expectation, I want you to just think about something bigger than an A or a B. Just tell me, what do you want to know about developmental psychology? Just do some research and post something that is good. I'm going to open a discussion post for that. So I'm going to ask you all to answer these 5 questions, and I'm going to check them one by one. Trust me, I'm going to check them. So now I just talked about the fun part. Now we have to do serious talk. This is the book that you need to actually buy it, because the way I'm doing weekly quizzes, it's just partially based on the lecture. Like most of the time, I mean, 50% sometimes from lecture, 50% from the book. I'm actually very much lenient about like teaching and workload. So I'm breaking down those big chapters into 2 sections. So I'm going to teach like chapters that I actually know they are challenging based on my experience into 2. So the amount of work not going to be that much hard, but just keep that in mind. Whatever quiz you have, it's going to be from the book and the lecture. It is not just one way. Okay, it's going to be 2 ways, like most of them. This is actually the cover of the book. You are free to just buy it, like the ebook version or the hardcover. Is up to you. The price, I guess it was $50 the last time. I'm not sure how much does it cost now, but you can just get the second-handed one or get it from library. So, what else? Here is a grading breakdown. We do have weekly quizzes, so we have 14 weeks and we have 14 quizzes. Each quiz has 5 points. So at the end of the day, 70% of your final grade, it's going to be based on your quizzes. Each quiz has 2 attempts. So, and it is not time limited at all. So you can just take the quiz at your own pace. Every Monday, I'm going to open the lecture, and every Sunday, 11:59 p.m., you have to submit your quiz. So you do have like a whole week for yourself to submit the quiz. Just do it on your own pace, but there is not any extension on weekly quizzes, okay? So you know that the lecture is going to be open Monday, 10 a.m., and you know that it's going to be closed by Sunday, 11:59. So don't ask me for an extension on quiz chapter 5. I wouldn't give you at all, unless it is a medical condition. You're going to send me a letter from the dean of students telling me this situation is, you know, kind of challenging, and I'm all for that. I'm all about supporting people, but I don't like students who are asking constantly for extensions without any reason. So there is not any leniency toward the deadlines. They're going to be 10% class participation for this course. I know class participation can be a little challenging when it comes to online course. But the way I'm defining that is I do have a format for emailing me. I want you to follow that format, which is like you're gonna literally mention this is developmental psychology, CRN XYZ online course. So this way, and you're gonna introduce yourself. We're gonna go over that part too. But 10% of your grade is just based on the way you're gonna email me, the kind of respect that and professionalism that I expect from my students, especially all of you guys, you are taking an advanced course. Developmental psych is advanced. And I know that majority of you are gonna graduate either this semester or the next one. So I want you to practice to be a professional student, or soon, maybe next year. All of my students, actually, they're gonna get a job very fast. But if you got a job, you know how to interact with someone who is your professor or who is your boss, your supervisor, or even your colleague. So 10% of the grade comes from that. Another way of class participation is respecting your peers. If we do have discussion posts, I want you to just interact with your peers respectfully. I know there are some people the way they are actually looking at a problem is just very different from a different angle, but we have to accept different perspectives as well, because we are psychology, or because we are open-minded people. So just be open-minded, be kind, be nice during this course and everywhere. 20% of the final grade is also going to be observation project, your final project. I'm going to talk about that more. They're going to be a whole lecture focusing on observation project. So the overall grade is going to be 100%. Well, everyone wants extra credit, but at this point, there is no extra credit for the course, because I feel like you do have multiple activities. There is no exam here. So, and as you can see, quizzes, they are open, there is no time limit for that. So getting a good grade is just very easy from this course. So I do expect you to do the work and have fun with the material, because the whole developmental psychology is just about children, and you're gonna love them. They are just so cute. I mean, the way they're gonna develop it is so, yeah. Um, well, your expectations, because this course is just all about you. It's not about me. I'm here to just teach you and help you just, understand the material better. What you can expect from me, number one is gonna be, I'm gonna answer my email periodically, just very fast. Normally, it's gonna be between 24 to 48 hours. Sometimes I'm just very busy, especially over weekend, so I might be a bit lagging, but I mean, worst case scenario, it's going to be after 48 business hours. I do have office hours, so but you have to arrange an appointment. You have to email me and just saying that, hey, for example, on Friday, 10 a.m., I want to meet you for 20 minutes. And I would say, yes, let's do that. Or if you cannot do Fridays, you have to email me in advance, again, saying that, hey, Armita, this is my time. Thursday, Wednesday, 10 to 12, I can do. What's your availability? And I will make time for you. If you have an assignment, I'm going to give you feedback, and my feedback, they are very helpful from what I heard from my students. I really try so hard, either from my in-person classes or online. I know online classes can be very challenging, but I make it work every time. I do my best to just make the course very engaging, fun, but covering all necessary material. It's not like I would just sit here and joke. No, no, not at all. You're gonna learn from my course. I also make efforts for providing resources, like extra resources if you want them. For example, if you are interested about, let's say, intelligence chapter, which can be chapter 8, chapter 9, and you feel like book cannot satisfy you in a way you want, you need like more updated resources, just email me and I'm going to give you those resources, because I'm just reading a lot every day. I'm a nerd. I mean, my hobby is playing chess. So I can give you extra resources. So don't be shy. I'm also very open about any sort of feedback or anything that you know better than me. Like if you are working at school as a teacher, or I know some students, they are working at nursery school or pre-K, and you do have an experience that you feel like you want to share those experience with class, just send me an email. We can just discuss. So I would love to hear from you. What do you expect from you? Well, my expectation, they are a lot and they are so high, but I need you to check your email and iCollege almost every day, especially for my course, because I do a lot of updates and announcements from time to time. Sometimes I do have like some sort of assignments that I need you to like submit in a specific way. So I would put extra information on iCollege as an announcement. So I need you to just check them. Check iCollege periodically, like every night, every morning. I need you to do that, because whatever you want, they are in material, also announcement. This number two, I mean, this point is just very important. I need you to just be aware of due dates. I don't want you to send me an email and just saying that, oh, Armita, I didn't know chapter 2. For example, the quiz for chapter 2, it was like this Sunday. I didn't know that. I mean, you should know that, because every Sunday you do have a quiz. Okay. So use different apps. I know there is an app, Pulse, that can be synced with iCollege. It can remind you about your due dates. So, and another way is just marking your calendar for your quizzes and for your final project. So, I mean, if you would know the deadline or assignment due dates for this course, and if you wouldn't miss like a quiz, you are good. You're gonna just, get an A for this course. I mean, you have to read, but yeah. Yeah, I already talked about engaging activity. I want you to just be respectful, following the code of conduct from GSU. I want you to just take advantage of opportunities and resources that I'm giving you. I really want you to help me to just foster an environment that is just positive and help all of us to learn. Because I don't want to just have a class that is one way. I want to learn from you and I want you to learn from me. Again, I want you to just be, punctual, to just pay attention to deadline. That's all I need from you. I don't want to get an email like 1 hour before the deadline. And contact me actually. Contact me if you need any help, if you have any difficulties. I know iCollege can be sometimes challenging. If you do have some technical problems, let me know. But about quizzes, I advise you to do at least the first attempt 1 day or 2 days before due dates. So this way, if you do have any technical problems, you would know that. You wouldn't put your work very last minute, then iCollege would be, down. Then you would just cry and email me, hey, I don't know what to do. This is a technical problem. So always just be on top of your assignments. This is my email. Yes, this is also in your syllabus as well. And I'm going to answer every email during 24 and 48 business hours time frame. The way you're going to write email, this is going to be your class participation, the 10% of your grade. You're going to start with a polite greeting. You're going to tell me your name. You're going to mention the class and the section, because I'm going to get 200 emails, seriously. It's just very hard for me to just place every student. Eventually, I'm going to understand what a student is from what class. But I need you in the beginning to help me with that. Hey, this is developmental psychology online course. So I would know that, okay, this is online. And for example, this is Jamie. And explain your problem clearly. Whenever you are just talking about your problem, whatever you are encountering, if a quiz question is wrong, or if it is challenging, or if you feel like you chose the right answer, but it tells this is wrong, just say it clearly. Read your email another time and just see if that makes sense to you. If you can understand that, then it is good. But there are some students, seriously, this is one student, and they actually killed me over one semester. They would just send me 100,000 email and in less than 2 minutes. They didn't know what they were talking about. I mean, definitely you wouldn't know too. But I know Outlook for iOS makes everything very easy, but if you want to email your professor, just try to do it from your computer, read that several times, make sure it does make sense, make sure it is respectful. So this way, actually, you're going to paint a picture, a good one for yourself. So yeah, that's all I was talking about. The way you're going to interact with me. So the way you're going to email me is just very important to me. So yeah, this is the golden rule. Whatever, I mean, I would say 90% of your questions, it's going to be in the syllabus, because whenever I'm getting a new question, I'm going to add another angle to the syllabus. So if you read the syllabus and you still have a question, I mean, I wouldn't do that to you, but definitely I would do this. But if you couldn't find the answer in the syllabus, email me and just tell me. So this way, I'm going to update the syllabus based on your feedback. Well, you made a good decision by taking this course with me, because you will learn a lot and you're going to get hands-on research opportunity if you want. Majority of my students from my courses, they're going to actually reach out. They want to join to my research team. And I would say so far, 40% of those students graduated I mean, most of them, they were like from honors class, but they graduated and they either are in grad school or they got a good job. So I'm just very proud of them. Well, this is the first class that I've ever taught at GSU. It was a big class, but on that day, half of the students, they were willing to take picture. But I love these people. They actually made a significant change in my life. They are I mean, these four are part of my research assistant team. Um, and you can be one of them. I'm gonna do an announcement sometimes in the middle of the semester because I need to just see if you are taking the quizzes in a good way, if you are diligent enough to meet deadlines. And also this way, I'm gonna choose research assistants based on the students who want to reach out. So if you are just looking for some sort of research opportunity, don't worry at all. I'm gonna do an announcement and I'm gonna ask you to join. So for next week, we're gonna have one quiz, and the quiz gonna be about this lecture, whatever I was talking today, and also about the syllabus. The quiz's name gonna be syllabus quiz. So, well, another part is answering the questions for discussion post and post your answers because I need to know you and ask me whatever questions you have. But one point, mark quiz deadlines on your calendar. Okay, don't forget about that. Like this week, we don't have any lecture. All you need to do is just doing the discussion post, doing the quiz, and also mark those dates for your quizzes and also final project on your calendar. They are just very important. You shouldn't miss them. And whatever question you have, just email and ask, okay? Good. I guess that was all for today. And well, yeah. I'm just very happy to talk to you, and I hope